If you've heard about Slender Man, then there's no way that you haven't heard about his origins. A creepy pasta, a story shared by Eric Knudsen, aka Victor Surge, who claimed he had encountered this entity. The community loved it so much that they made it their own. They expanded upon it, created more stories with him, made an entire wiki for him, and even made artwork and videos. But it all started with Victor Surge and that one story. It went viral. Everyone was talking about it. And now the internet is obsessed with Slender Man. But what if I told you that it wasn't just the internet that became obsessed with this creature? What if I told you that in reality he didn't just come from a creepy pasta? There's a man out there who's convinced that not only did he encounter Slender Man, but he also knows where he lives. His name is Alex, but for obvious reasons we're going to refer to him as Alex. And like Victor Surge, he's adamant that he has proof that this being exists. He's got photos and video footage. In this video, we're going to go over everything he's done, everything he's said, and try and find out whether or not Slender Man is real. How did Alex discover this terrifying figure? What does he know about him? And is any of this real, or is it another elaborate hoax? Well, let's get into it. Alex first became interested in Slender Man back in 2012 after reading Victor Surge's original story. At the time, he was just another fan. That was until 2 years later when he went camping with some friends and he took his camera. And while at the campsite, he claims he captured something strange on camera. He says that he was taking photos of some deer when he saw a black shape standing behind them. Looking at the photo afterward, he could see what appeared to be a thin man in a suit. He showed the photo to his friends, but none of them saw anything suspicious. So he posted it online and asked others what they thought. Some said it was fake, others said it looked like a man. But overall, nobody really cared. Then a few months later, he was looking through old family photos and came across one that he found strange. It was a photo of his family at a lake, and in the background there was what appeared to be a very tall, thin man standing among the trees. Once again, he asked others for their opinions, but once again, nobody really cared. Then a few weeks after that, he went camping once more, and he says he actually saw the man in the woods. He described him as extraordinarily thin with long arms and legs and dressed in a black business suit. Naturally, he tried to take a photo, but the camera couldn't focus. And although he did see the man in person, that was enough for him to start investigating. He started by scouring the internet looking for anyone else who had seen this same man, which is how he discovered the work of Victor Surge. And then it hit him. He realized that the man he had seen wasn't just a random tall guy in a suit. No, he was Slender Man, and he knew exactly where he needed to go if he wanted to prove it. So in June of 2015, he headed up north and went camping in the woods outside of town. While he was there, he said he had a few encounters with Slender Man, which he managed to capture on camera. Unfortunately, the footage was quite blurry, but he believed that he was getting close. If he could just find a way to get closer, then he would finally have irrefutable proof. It was then that he decided to move to the area permanently. He moved into a home near the woods and he continued to investigate and document his findings. He claims that over the next few years, he managed to capture more images and video footage of the being, and that in 2018, he finally managed to snap a clear photo of his face. He never expected to get this close to him, but he was finally able to get a good look. What he saw, however, shocked him. He noticed that the man had a familiar face. It was the same face that was in the old photo that he found while looking through his family's albums. He had seen this man in this photo as a child, but somehow he had never noticed before. It was as though Slender Man wanted to hide his identity, but he gave Alex a clue all those years ago. And now he was determined to uncover the truth. He says that since he moved to the area, the sightings have increased. He sees him walking around the woods and even driving around the neighborhood. And although he's always careful to stay far away, sometimes Slender Man comes a little too close for comfort. One day, he was walking in the park when he saw Slender Man sitting on a bench. Startled, he quickly walked past him without saying a word. But then he heard Slender Man speak for the first time ever. He turned back to look and he heard Slender Man say, "Nice weather we're having." Then he turned back around and continued walking. He didn't respond. He didn't know what to say. And although he wanted to ask who he was, he knew it wouldn't do any good. All these questions he had, all these mysteries surrounding this being, they would never be solved. Or would they? When Alex found that photo of his family, he had no idea that it would change his life forever. It led him to believe that Slender Man was real and that he lived in the woods near his home. And over the years, he collected more and more evidence that seemed to prove this. In total, he says that he's managed to collect over 200 photographs. Now, I know what you're thinking. Surely someone has debunked these photos by now, right? Well, as it turns out, no one has. Nobody has managed to find any inconsistencies. These photos could be real, but of course, skeptics will say that they're likely fake. After all, isn't this the same argument that Victor Surge used? He claimed he had photos of the man, but he never shared them. And now Alex is doing the exact same thing. Well, actually, he does share them. He shared them online and people have analyzed them. It's just that nobody has been able to come to a solid conclusion. Some say that the photos are fake, but others say that they look real. Is it possible that these photos were staged? Sure. Is it possible that they're real? Also, sure. It's been over 10 years since Alex first moved to the area, and in that time he's dedicated his life to finding out the truth about Slender Man. He said that he's been followed, harassed, and threatened by people who don't believe him. But still he continues his investigation. So what does he know about Slender Man that the rest of us don't? According to Alex, Slender Man is not a man at all. He's a spirit. He possesses humans and uses them as vessels. This explains why the man in the suit looks the same in the old photo as he does in the new ones. It's because he's not a man at all. It's the same spirit inhabiting different bodies throughout the years. And according to him, that's why Slender Man spoke to him in the park. He says that Slender Man knows he's on to him and he's trying to communicate. But what does he want to communicate? What is he trying to say? Well, that's the question that Alex hopes to answer once and for all. He believes that if he can just get close enough, if he can just continue his investigation, then he'll finally learn the truth about Slender Man. And maybe that's the case. Maybe this whole time Alex has been on the right track and Slender Man really is real. We'll never know for sure because, unfortunately, this story has taken a turn. You see, Alex hasn't updated his social media in years. It's as if he just vanished into thin air. Some believe that Slender Man may have gotten to him, that he's possessed him, and now he's one of the many vessels that Slender Man uses to roam the earth. But we don't know that for sure. It's just a theory. Alex could be hiding for all we know, maybe afraid of the backlash that he's received in the past. Or maybe he's just given up. But either way, Alex's story is an interesting one. Whether or not you believe in Slender Man, whether or not you think his photos are real, one thing's for certain. His dedication to this case is admirable. For better or for worse, he dedicated his life to proving the existence of a fictional character, and although he might not have found the answers he was looking for, he certainly left us with some intriguing questions. What do you think? Are Alex's photos real? Is Slender Man real? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I'm the host. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, be sure to check out more content. But until next time, I'll see you then.